That's not a word in the English dictionary.
So what we're not going to do is we're not going to get straight into sex during the second.
Hello everybody, Gross up here. I'm back with another piece of shit fanfic video. Here we're back with a very bad The Pain That Is Tudoc Part 3. I think this might be the final video of this fanfic, and hopefully it's the last one we'll ever have to do. I think there's only a few chapters left, and honestly I don't even care if we don't finish this by today. After this, I'm not bringing this back, and do not ask me to do it again. And again, I'm going to say this after this. Do not ask me to make another one like this. Don't ask me to do it. I will not do it. I refuse to do it. Try to get me to do it. I'm not going to accept it. I am in literal torture doing this fucking fanfic. I don't want to do it anymore. Do not ask me to do it. It's not happening. Goddammit. Then we're back with this one piece of shit. There's only a few this chapter is literally called This Is Sparta. This is absolute fucking bad already. I can just tell that this is going to be a shit fest. It's like the rest of it already is, but without further ado, bring in the fucking thing. 2D woke up confused with a hangover. He buried his face deeper in his sheets, smiling at Murdoch's smell. He figured that he probably just rested his face on the shirt that he stole from the bases. 2D was about to fall asleep when he felt a hand running up and down his back, petting him. The singer smiled at the calming sensation. Wait, what? I'm not in my room, am I? The singer mentally face-palmed. He sighed. He could feel the hand stroking his back while the other one was on his butt. Where the hell am I? The singer slowly looked up, wincing from the pain of the migraine. His face turned completely red at that point. He was on top of Murdoch. Whoa. Just centimeters away from his face. His eyes were closed. He's probably still asleep. I bet the stroking was some... His eyes are closed. He's probably still asleep. I bet the stroking was some kind of reflex. Like he doesn't know and doesn't even realize he's doing it. But how did I get here? The hangover was blocking his memory. Hangover was blocking his memories, you see. Judy looked down at Murdoch's lips. His heart rate quickened. He's still asleep. He's still asleep. He won't notice if I... The singer moved his hands and grabbed the base of his shoulders, moving himself up a bit. He felt butterflies in his stomach. Judy hesitantly leaned down and their lips met. Murdoch's eyes immediately flew open and his hands stopped in his tracks. The singer yelped in fear and buried his face back in Murdoch's chest, not knowing what else to do. Good morning to you too. Murdoch joked, still in a bit of shock. 2D was holding onto his shoulders very firmly while slightly trembling. Hi, Mud. He mumbled. Without thinking, Murdoch continued stroking the singer's back, this time with both hands, calming him down. Mud, can you please tell me how I got here? You don't remember? The bassist was a bit surprised. No, I have a huge hangover and I can't think. Singer trailed off. Murdoch chuckled a bit nervously while remembering the events of the previous night. 2D relaxed for a bit and got more comfortable on Murdoch, laying his head down sideways on his chest, listening to his steady heartbeat. Well, first off, you waltzed in here completely drunk. Then you started questioning me about my illicit questions like it's your fucking business. Since once you were done complaining, you just tackled me down and fell asleep on me. Oh God, I'm starting to remember. I'm so sorry, Mud. The singer blushed. Don't be. It was actually kind of funny since this time you were the one drunk and not me. Mud, Judy hesitated. Was all you said yesterday true? Yeah, they lay there for a moment in silence. Let's get a moment of silence for the people that actually think that shipping 2 Doc is alright. Murdoch continued playing with 2D's hair and stroking his back. He only realized what he was doing when the singer shivered as he ran his fingers down his spine. I'm sorry. Murdoch's eyes widened. He took his hands away and sat up, pulling 2D up with him. The singer was now sitting in between his legs. Wait. A bit disappointed that the pain stopped. I didn't realize what I was doing. Murdoch chuckled nervously, looking away. I didn't mind, the singer murmured. He blushed when he realized how close he was to Murdoch. His hands were still on his shoulders. 2D stared at Murdoch's lips again. So close. The bassist could feel him staring and turned around to look up at him. 2D flinched and looked away, embarrassed. Murdoch sighed at his child's behavior. So, how about some breakfast? That'll be nice. 2D nodded, still avoiding eye contact. The singer's eyes widened as Murdoch grabbed both his hands, but just to lift them off of himself. You know that feeling when like you get like a really bad like migraine or headache, and it's like Jesus Christ, and that shit like honestly like hurts you for the rest of your fucking day. I feel this shit's gonna hurt me for like the next like few hours now. Whereas now I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep for a few hours because of this shit, and that's gonna piss me off. I gotta go to fucking like Manhattan tomorrow. I don't have time. I gotta go to fucking Brooklyn tomorrow. I don't have time to go to like one of the nicest places on the fucking in the state just to be fucking dying of a migraine. But this shit is like honestly like this shit is blowing me. Murdoch got up and walked to the pile of clothes, picking out a t-shirt that looked clean. He then tossed out the confused singer who was still blushing. I suggest you change. You've been wearing a sweater since Sunday. It's Tuesday. Oh my god. King Amora stopped the fucking fanfic to give us a dumbass monologue. If you don't believe me, check. Like this. Happened on Saturday morning. Since then, I've been keeping track of the days. You can't prove me wrong. This is Tuesday. You get the joke. He's like, oh, this is Sparta. And in a chapter because he's a fucking retard. The singer blushed as he took the sweater off. Murdoch didn't look away for a single moment. His body was so pale and beautiful. Simply perfect. Kill me. 2D quickly put the shirt on and stood up. He wanted to avoid eye contact as he walked towards Murdoch, but all that did was cause him to trip and hurt himself. Ow! The thing was set up, hurting his ankle. Holding his ankle. 2D, are you alright? Murdoch had helped him up. Can you stand? Singer held on to Murdoch tightly and wobbled a little bit. No, it hurts, but that's it. I think I'll be good in a few hours. The singer said in embarrassment. He looked down. I'm sorry, Mud. Don't be sorry, it's not your fault. Let's go get you an ice pack. He scooped 2D off of his feet and carried him out of the Winnebago. Go bridal style. I've heard bridal style so many times in this fanfic, I think. Like, goddamn. Mud, you don't have to. He stammered, completely red. What do you mean you can't walk? I bet you'd rather be on the sofa than down here with me. Chuckled. 2D didn't reply. So yesterday, you went drinking. Did you go with your crush? I hope you didn't go alone. His tone was more serious. No, I went with Russ. I know you'd kill me if I went alone. 2D smiled. It is dangerous out there. You gotta be careful. So, about your crush. Don't worry, it's not Russell. 2D laughed. Murdoch seemed relieved. Hey, I wonder why. No, I can't say that. Seemingly, the singer noticed this and looked up at him. They made eye contact, and now the world. Oh. No! They made eye contact, and the world around them seemed so down. You're gay now? What the? They were then interrupted by Russell. Murdoch stopped in front of him, holding the balloon. You can't go dressing up as a goddamn. I can't, no. I don't ever think Russell would ever say, y'all gay now. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck? Who comes up with this shit? Honestly, who comes up with this? What? 2D stammered. He stammered, blushing. For this pretty boy, any day. Murdoch said, smirking. What? 2D jumped and turned completely red. Murdoch laughed. Relax, I'm only joking. Russell raised an eyebrow. Oh! The singer looked down and hid his blush. So what are you two doing if not getting married? Russell questioned. This Della tripped and hurt his ankle. I'm carrying him up to the living room. Noodle was just minding her own business when she heard Tootie yell. She looked into the corridor to see what was going on. She saw... the opportunity seized it. King Amorous with another monologue. This is the end of this chapter. I'll see myself out. One is called Russell's in on it. The next chapter. Fucking kill me. You shall kiss the bride now. Noodle yelled as she ran into the hallway and stood beside Russell. Tootie grabbed its head and went, Noodle, could you be a little quieter, please? I've got a hangover. And yet you nearly screamed just a minute ago. Noodles mumbled under her breath and rolled her eyes. What? Nothing. I'm just lowering my voice. Anyway, Murdoch, she pointed at his face. I dare you to kiss the bride, but a real kiss. None of that mistletoe bullshit. She trailed off as she noticed everyone glaring at her. Just bull, she finished. It's so unfair how I'm the only one not allowed to swear, Noodle pouted. None of that mistletoe bullshit. Kiss him, Murdoch questioned Tuesday went. Yeah, remember you lost rock, paper, scissors with me and chose dare. This is your dare. Here, she said the last sentence in an evil voice. Murdoch sighed. Fine, he mumbled, making Noodle grin silently. Okay then, Russell said. Let's give them some space, shall we? He grabbed Noodle by the back and called back across the gun dragon. No, I got to see this! She protested, but there was no match for Russell. That's true, Russell, a big boy. That's a big fuck. Soon the bassist and the singer were left alone in the corridor. Tootie was put down onto the floor without a word from Murdoch. He kept a firm grip on the bassist. His forearm so that he couldn't fall. The singer looked at him. A couple of months to make me blush. The singer looked at him. Murdoch was avoiding eye contact and slightly blushing. Tootie was kind of flustered. He didn't know what to expect. For every step Murdoch took towards him, he slowly moved back until he tripped, ended up leaning on the wall. Now he was just about Murdoch's height. Murdoch placed his hands on the wall on either side of Tootie's shoulders while Tootie still held onto his forearms. The singer's heart was pounding, and definitely a pounding, alright? And the silence which was killing him. Mud, are you really going to... He was interrupted by Murdoch's lips pressing against his own. The abnormally long tongue slid into his mouth, if it wasn't going to leave anytime soon. And the singer closed his eyes and kissed back in pleasure. He moved his hands from Murdoch's forearms to around his neck. This was the best damn kiss he had ever had. Hey, they stayed like that for about a minute. Murdoch stopped himself before he did something. Both of them with regret and later and pulled away. They stared at each other breathless. Tootie looked frustrated. Murdoch was about to apologize and Tootie grabbed him on back and pulled him in for another kiss. But Murdoch was surprised at first, but then took charge. Murdoch's hands moved together to the singer's waist and pulled their bodies together, while the singer pushed their faces together. When they finally pulled away, they were both gasping for air. 2D still firmly held on the Murdoch's head, so even when they weren't kissing, their foreheads were touching. 2D looked up and made eye contact with Murdoch. He was satisfied. It's all about that ice pack. The bassist asked. 2D nodded at that point, still out of fucking breath. Murdoch lifted the singer up by the ass, allowing him to wrap his legs around his torso. Hey, fucking yo! I'm out. I'm not reading this! Look! Oh, you can't even see it. This is ass, honestly. The singer's hand slipped from Murdoch's head to his neck and rested on the bassist's shoulders. Hey, Mud, the singer asked. The bassist hummed back, clearly in a good mood. Can you get me some painkillers for the hangover? Sure thing, love, he replied, making 2D blush. Thanks. Soon 2D was on the couch waiting for Murdoch to come back with the ice pack and painkillers. Then, when Noodle burst in, 2D, how? Shh! Hangover! Okay, he said with a painful face. Alright, sorry. Wait. So, how was it? She asked eagerly. 2D sighed. What is this voice I'm doing for Noodle? Wait, what is this voice I'm doing for? What the fuck? It don't fucking matter anymore. I have a fucking migraine. grade. I'm not even in the mood to do this shit. And the only reason I'm doing it is because I just want to get this shit over with. I have other shit to do. I want to make a video on that, that one Gorillas play. Hey, that a monkey thing? Monkey Journey to the West. Let me listen to that during this because I need to feel better. Give me my monkey. Okay, that I might no longer feel depression. Only the best damn kiss I've ever had. That Noodle squealed. Ass. Oh, and Noodle said this. Yeah, so TD suddenly his head back. Only the best damn kiss I've ever had, Noodle squealed. Alf, Tootie winced. Oops, sorry, she laughed. Meanwhile in the kitchen, Murdoch was doing his best to find the right painkillers. Then Russell walked in. So, you and 2D? What about me and 2D? I told you it's not a fucking gay marriage. You may say that now, but I can see that there's something between you two. Why is my Russell sounding like a gay dude? What the fuck am I doing? I also like to mention this. I didn't mention in the 2 new video. There was this time when, so if you don't know, in the server, me and editor Paige, Paige himself, of co-creator and editor of this swaggy channel. You know, we shit on 2 new like a lot. We honestly like fucking despise that shit. And he found this, like, parody, this like song about 2 new coming today. And that really pissed me off. Because if you know me from my top 40 Gorilla song list, you know that my most favorite Gorilla song is Tomorrow Comes the Day. And to see my favorite song from the band get ruined like that shit fucking hurt me, honestly. That shit left me heartbroken. I'm more broken than fucking Plastic Beach. And that Plastic Beach is broken. I'm gonna go hop on the pirate jet to see if I can maybe drive that into like a cliff or something. As if Merrick scoffed and went to the direction of the door. All he talked about the bars was you. Merrick stopped in his tracks and looked back at us. Really? The drummer nodded. Fuck. The moment we got back, he ran downstairs to talk to you. You were judging from the fact that when you were carrying him, you were walking from the direction of the garage. He must have spent the night. So what, is that a crime? Murdoch pouted. No, of course not, but why don't you two just date? Russell questioned. Don't be ridiculous, I would never date that Dolan. Murdoch broke their eye contact. Besides, he's already got a crush on someone else. And he walked out. No sooner than he did, Noodle ran to the kitchen excitedly. How did it go? She asked, barely able to stay in one place. Russell looked at her and shook his head sadly. Oh no. Noodle got sad. I'm afraid. Hey, Noodle began to say sadly that Murdoch really does like 2D. He grinned. And Noodle's face lit up and she began jumping and squealing. She jumped over to Russell and tightly hugged him. Then she punched him in the arm. Oh, don't you ever joke like that! I was again to think he doesn't like him. And Russell grinned at her reaction. So now that we both know that both of them like each other, what do? He asked. We make one confess. Oh, hell no. Murdoch walked to the living room to see 2D zoning out on the couch. He walked over and grabbed his leg, effectively making the singer jump. Murdoch chuckled. He then placed his leg on the coffee table and adjusted the ice pack on top. Thanks, Muds. As the singer smiled, he then handled the water and the painkillers, which were swallowed nearly immediately. I really appreciate your help, the bassist smirked and went beside him. I like it when you call me that. Titty blushed at the comment. Once again, King of Morris with a dumb as fuck monologue that makes me want to honestly harm myself. For those of you wondering, no, I do not get inspiration for the pictures I use. I write the chapters and choose a relevant pick. Shut the fuck up, dude. Honestly, like, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. On the next chapter, confession time. There's so much. At this point, I'm gonna end it off here. I'm not coming back to this. After this, it's over. I'm not coming back to this. Maybe it's cause like 11 likes or so I might finish it, but after this I'm not finishing this shit. Fuck out of here. It was Friday again. For the past few days, 2D been sneaking into the Warnock's Winnebago and sleeping with him. Of course, the bassist would always notice, but pretend not to, so that whenever the singer tried to leave, he would just hold on to him tighter. The singer would then struggle for a few minutes and then give up and end up going back to sleep. They spent the nights peacefully together, but when the time actually came to get up time to actually get up would come, the trouble would start. Murdoch rushed to the door as quickly and silently as he could. He turned around to make sure he wasn't being followed, then grabbed the handle and yanked the door open. He ran through it and shut it quietly behind him, to make sure no one heard him go in there. The bassist sighed in relief. He had finally escaped Russell. So the drummer would continuously nag him to confess his feelings for 2D. This whole situation annoyed him and he had to get a good hiding spot, the roof. Murdoch turned around to see 2D lying flat on his back in the middle of the roof at the gray sky. He walked up to the singer curiously and stood up beside him. Over him. Hey, Dylan, what are you doing? Oh, hi, Mud. Come lie down with me. He patted the space next to him. The weather's nice today. The bassist reluctantly sat down next to the singer. But seriously, what are you doing here? Murdoch inquired. 2D sighed, knowing that the bassist wouldn't stop asking until he told him. I'm hiding from Noodle. Noodle. Murdoch looked down at him with a raised eyebrow. Why, I thought we were friends. 2D let the scout up making eye contact. We are, but if he keeps nagging me about shit I'm not ready to fucking do. 2D complained. Like what? Like confessing to my crush, 2D sighed. The fact he was having this conversation with his crush without him even knowing was ironic as hell. Murdoch looked away. So what's the situation with him? 2D covered his face with his hands. I don't know. Come on, you can tell me. Murdoch nudged him. 2D looked up at him from a gap between his fingers and made eye contact. I think he might actually like me back, he said, carefully observing Murdoch's reaction. That's nice. He lied, avoiding eye contact. So, why don't you confess? I guess I'm kind of scared and I don't know how to. Murdoch looked down at him. How about we start a conversation with a kiss? That always works, he joked. You think? Yeah. He laid down next to 2D, looking up at the sky. The singer stared at him. What? The bassist looked at him. The singer panicked, turning away and brushing. I was just imagining scenarios. The bassist rolled his eyes. So now that you've established that you're going to do it, you can stop hiding from Noodle. No. If I tell her, she'll make me confess immediately. I want to wait a bit longer, prepare myself mentally. That's fine. Take as much time as you need, you damn dullard. Murdoch smiled. He didn't want to give 2D away to somebody he didn't even know. I'm glad you understand. Well, you can't. Wait. Oh my god. Well, you can't stay here the whole night because it's most likely going to rain. So maybe you can hide from her and my Winnebago while I'm out drinking. That's the first place to look, 2D sighed. I always go there when you're out drinking. He said without thinking. Wait, you what? I mean the garage. I hang on the garage. He laughed nervously. The bassist eyed him suspiciously. Well, my time's come. I gotta get to the bar. The bar! He stood up. He looked at the singer. He was slightly blushing. Have fun. I'm going to stay here for a while longer. He smiled. Have fun. I'm going to stay here for a while longer. He smiled. Murdoch's heart skipped a beat. Okay then, he said as he walked away. Not a single minute after he got back in again past. Right, my bad. Not even a single minute had passed and she found Noodle. Hey, have you seen? No, she got away. And stop bothering him. And the poor boy doesn't even confess he doesn't have to. Toonie walked away. Oh, if only you knew this is all about you, Noodle thought to herself. Murdoch opened the front door, was about to leave. Russell found fun. Yo, mutts! Just shut up. I don't know what game you knew are playing, but it's not going to work. First you tell me to confess feelings I don't even have to face ache, and I hear that Noodle's telling 2D to confess to his crush. Are you trying to make me look like a bloody idiot with a stupid prank of yours? Murdoch yelled. He then left without giving Russell a chance to explain, slamming the door behind him. Russell sighed and went to look for Noodle. He found the living room. Murdoch's beginning to catch on. What? What do you mean? He's realizing now I'm telling him to confess to 2D while you're telling 2D to confess to his crush. He doesn't know that 2D has a crush on him and he thinks this is a prank to embarrass him. Oh God. Noodle sighed and face palm with both hands, slowly dragging them down her face. So what are we going to do now? Russell laughed. We've got no choice but to give up on Murdoch. We must make Tuesday confess, she said with power in her voice. But first, I've got to find him. Soon enough, it started raining, and Tootie walked into the living room where Noodle and Russell were sat on the couch. Noodle opened her mouth to speak. He was about to speak, but got interrupted by Tootie. Before you say anything, I'm moving at my own pace, and I'm only going to confess when I'm ready to, Tootie stated. He sat down on the couch and put his headphones in, concentrating solely on his phone. Russell looked down at Noodle, who clearly wasn't happy. So neither of them are going to confess. We've officially failed. Thank Jesus. The drummer started. It stated. Murdoch was drinking more than usual. When in usual, he wanted to isolate himself from stress and all his worries, but it was unable to. He couldn't stop thinking about 2D confessing. That would mean their chance of ever being together would decrease to 0. Once again, King almost another one. Hey, I finally finished this chapter. Your best friend came outside barely in time to write. I think this is the shortest fanfic one. Good. I'm gonna leave it off here. I don't want to come back to this. But if this video gets 10 likes, I'm holding this shit hostage because I don't want to do this anymore. So unless this gets 10 likes and over 100 views, like the 2 new one, this shit is not coming back. I'm not doing this again. This has been the fucking the pain that is 2 Dog Part 3. I don't plan to do Part 4. I don't want to do it. Like I said, 100 likes and 100 views and 100 views or 100 plus views and 10 likes, and I'll bring this shit back, I guess. I don't want to do this anymore. This has been the Gorillas Hub. I've been Noodle, and I'll see you in the next video, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm tired.